The life of Socrates, a philosopher who shaped Western thought. Imagine a world where questioning everything is a crime. This was the reality for Socrates, a man whose relentless pursuit of truth changed the course of Western thought. His life, teachings, and ultimately his death continue to resonate with us today. Socrates, born in Athens around 470 BCE, stands as a pivotal figure in the history of Western thought. He wasn't a king or a general, but a simple man who sparked a revolution in how we think about ourselves and the world around us. Born to humble origins, Socrates was the son of Sophroniskis, a stonemason, and Phaenarete, a midwife. This modest background belies the immense impact he would have on the intellectual landscape of his time and beyond. Socrates shifted the focus of philosophical inquiry from cosmology, the study of the universe, to the human condition. He turned the gaze inward, prompting individuals to examine their own beliefs, values, and actions. Socrates placed a strong emphasis on ethics, focusing on human morality and the pursuit of a virtuous life. This was a significant departure from the pre-Socratic philosophers who primarily concerned themselves with explaining the natural world. Know thyself was the cornerstone of his philosophy, emphasizing the importance of self-understanding as the foundation for a meaningful life. He believed that true wisdom began with recognizing one's own ignorance. Socrates believed that the pursuit of wisdom and self-knowledge was life's highest goal. He dedicated his life to this pursuit, engaging in dialogues with anyone willing to question and explore their own beliefs. Remarkably, Socrates authored no texts himself. Our understanding of his ideas comes primarily through the writings of his students, most notably Plato. The Socratic method, a cooperative dialogue stimulating critical thinking through questioning, is his most enduring legacy. It involves asking a series of probing questions to expose underlying assumptions and inconsistencies in one's thinking. The Socratic method remains a cornerstone of modern education and legal reasoning. It encourages active learning, critical analysis, and the development of independent thought. Socrates attracted a devoted following of influential thinkers who were drawn to his intellectual rigor and unwavering commitment to truth. These disciples played a crucial role in preserving and disseminating his ideas. Plato, perhaps his most famous student, immortalized Socrates' ideas in his dialogues and established the Academy, a center of learning that shaped Western thought for centuries. Plato's writings are our primary source of information about Socrates' life and philosophy. Xenophon, another prominent student, was a historian and soldier who also documented Socrates' teachings and character. His accounts provide a different perspective on Socrates, complementing Plato's more philosophical portrayals. Plato preserved and expanded upon Socrates' teachings, developing his own philosophical system that built upon the foundations laid by his mentor. He explored concepts such as justice, beauty, and the ideal state. Socrates' influence shaped the course of Western philosophy for centuries. His emphasis on reason, ethics, and self-knowledge continues to inspire thinkers and shape our understanding of the world. Socrates lived during turbulent times, including the Peloponnesian War and the subsequent decline of Athenian democracy. These events profoundly shaped his views on politics and society. He challenged the status quo by questioning traditional values and authority. He believed that unexamined beliefs were not worth holding and that individuals should strive to understand the reasons behind their convictions. Socrates was critical of democracy, arguing that it could lead to the rule of the ignorant and the manipulation of the masses. He believed that true leadership required wisdom and virtue, not simply popularity. He questioned the moral integrity of political leaders, holding them accountable for their actions and challenging their claims to authority. This made him unpopular with many powerful figures in Athens. Socrates argued that only the wise and virtuous were fit to govern, believing that those who possessed true knowledge of justice and goodness were best equipped to lead society. This view clashed with the prevailing democratic ideals of Athens. Socrates' relentless questioning made him a controversial figure in Athenian society. His constant probing of beliefs and values challenged the established order and made him enemies among those in power. In 399 BCE, Socrates faced charges of impiety, disrespect for the gods, and corrupting the youth of Athens. These accusations were a culmination of years of resentment and suspicion towards his teachings. The charges were likely fueled by political animosity, as Socrates had criticized prominent figures and challenged the foundations of Athenian democracy. His association with controversial individuals also contributed to the accusations against him. His teachings were seen as undermining state authority and religious traditions. His emphasis on individual reason and critical thinking was perceived as a threat to the established order. Despite a spirited defense, Socrates was found guilty by a narrow margin. He argued that his actions were motivated by a desire to improve the lives of his fellow citizens and to promote the pursuit of truth. Instead of proposing a reasonable punishment, Socrates defiantly suggested that he deserved to be rewarded for his services to Athens, further angering the jury. This act of defiance sealed his fate. He was sentenced to death by hemlock poisoning, a common method of execution in ancient Athens. The sentence was a harsh punishment that reflected the deep-seated resentment towards his teachings. Socrates faced execution with remarkable composure, accepting his fate with dignity and grace. He used his final hours to engage in philosophical discussions with his friends, exploring the nature of death and the immortality of the soul. He refused to flee into exile, choosing to uphold his principles rather than compromise them. He believed that escaping justice would be a betrayal of his own teachings and a disservice to the laws of Athens. Plato's Phaedo immortalized Socrates' death, portraying it as a powerful symbol of intellectual integrity and the triumph of reason over fear. The dialogue captures the final hours of Socrates' life and his unwavering commitment to truth. Socrates' death stands as the ultimate sacrifice for one's beliefs, demonstrating the importance of standing up for what one believes in, even in the face of adversity. His example continues to inspire individuals to pursue truth and justice, regardless of the consequences. Socrates' legacy transcends the boundaries of time and culture, continuing to inspire and challenge us today. His ideas remain relevant, and his example continues to resonate with those who seek wisdom and truth. His emphasis on self-knowledge continues to inspire philosophers and educators to encourage individuals to examine their own beliefs and values. The pursuit of self-understanding remains a central theme in contemporary philosophy and psychology. Socrates promotes critical thinking and ethical living, encouraging us to question assumptions, challenge authority, and strive to live a virtuous life. His teachings provide a framework for ethical decision-making and personal growth. He remains a beacon of intellectual courage, reminding us of the importance of standing up for what we believe in, even when it is unpopular or dangerous. His example encourages us to speak truth to power and to defend our principles. Socrates is a testament to the enduring power of reason in the pursuit of truth. His life and teachings demonstrate the importance of critical thinking, self-reflection, and the unwavering pursuit of knowledge. Are you ready to embrace the Socratic spirit? Delve deeper into his teachings by exploring Plato's dialogues. Share this video to spark philosophical discussions with your friends. Subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking explorations of history's greatest minds. Let's continue the quest for knowledge together.